What's up, everybody? How you doing? What a ride. Wow. It has been tough these past 3 weeks. It has been a little bit of nuts. Crazy. As you know, Dr. Sala has been going to the hospital. And on the same time, I've been going to the hospital with a similar thing that was happening with me. In the same time that he was in a hospital, I was in a hospital and I had to sign myself out because I had a webinar with Emery Smith and I did not want to miss that, you know? So I was taking my EKGs out, the connections for my heart, and we went to the webinar. But yeah, in the past couple weeks, I've been going to the hospital, checking my heart. Everything seems okay, you know. But these past couple weeks have been tough and a little bit, you know, you get scared as you're bringing this information out. You get scared. I went to Sedona. It was a beautiful, beautiful experience. I'll show you a clip.
This 2025 Brides in the Garden, right here in Sedona, Arizona, proudly welcomes to this stage JP. Give it up, JP.
What's up, everybody? You guys hear me? What's up, everybody? Yeah. I love the energy. I'm glad you guys liked the clip. Amazing. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful energy over there. But, you know, I went, visited different places in Sedona that you feel the energy and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful state. Coming back was really, I was a little bit scared coming back in the plane. I had my wife with me and we took a Delta plane and I'm like, why this never made it in the news, you know? You see all these other things that happen and all that. So we flew from Arizona, right, International Airport, to Atlanta, right? The flight was amazing. It was a good flight. I like Delta. I like American Airlines. I like other companies as well. We flew to Atlanta, and then we were ready to come back to Destin, Florida, for Walton Beach. And, you know, we're ready to get on the plane. You know, I'm not going to give you the details of the plane, you know, because these pilots, they really did a good job on deciding what to do in this situation. I'm going to share what happened. And it was scary for everybody there, you know, but this never made it mainstream until now. Delta did a good job making decisions. The pilots made a good job making the decisions. And when we got to Atlanta, right, we were ready to go back home. So we got on the plane. We were happy, you know, and then we were flying to Destin, Fort Walton Airport. We know we have to fly over one of the biggest Air Force base in the world, Eglin Air Force Base. So we flew and we were about to land. And right about where we're going to land, you could not see the runway. It was so foggy that you could not see the runway. And let me show you this clip right here. Okay? So he gets on the comm and says, we cannot land. The runway is not visible. We're going back to Atlanta. And I'm like, what? We're going back to Atlanta? What's happening? That never happened before. So we fly back to Atlanta and we sleep over until 7 o'clock in the morning because the weather or the fog was not leaving the area. So we wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning, right? And we get on this plane. The same plane, let me tell you, they did not switch up the plane. And there was people there from Washington and from the base that I was familiar with. That they went also to the place where I went just for protection. And we got on the plane again at 7 o'clock in the morning. We fly back to Fort Walton International Airport. We're about to land, and the pilot says, I'm sorry, we can't land. We're going to go fly around to try to land again to see if the fog goes away while we fly around. So the pilot flies around, and he tries to land again, and he does not land. And he tells us, I'm sorry, we can't see the runway. And everybody was frustrated. Everybody was like scared because this have never happened before. Let me remind you, there was people there that I knew from Washington, and there was people there that I knew from the base where I was stationed. And everybody's scared. And the pilot said, we're going to go to Mississippi and land over there and wait till the weather calms down. So we're like, oh man, what's happening? Let me show you this clip when we landed.
13 to Jackson, Mississippi. We'll give you further information as the pilots are getting their itinerary together, and once they figure out the game plan, they will communicate with all of us. Pleasure to welcome you to Jackson, Mississippi.
Just where I wanted to be.
I know it wasn't on your schedule, it sure wasn't on mine, and it's 8:36 here a.m. Just please keep your seatbelts fastened until we get the aircraft to the gate. We may have to sit just for a few moments as we try to get a gate. So y'all just be patient. Don't just start jumping up out of your seats and going to the bathroom, everything. Everybody's just stay please compliant until we get safe, until we get to the gate. And the captains turn off the fasten seatbelt sign. And we'll give further instructions on how things will move forward and try to do this as expeditiously as possible. We still don't know exactly what the plan is as far as whether we're going to go back to Atlanta or we're going to try to get back to Fort Walton Beach or Destin. So we will let you all know as soon as we find out for sure.
I ain't going back to Atlanta. I guarantee that shit.
Second time, bro. Second time.
That is not happening.
So you can feel the frustration of everybody. This never happened, and this never made it on the news. So we tried once. We did not land. We tried the second time. We did not land. We tried the third time. We did not land. We went to Mississippi. So we were there waiting. And the airport of Mississippi, they closed down the airport for us. And they had like security or cops protecting the entrance. And I was like, that's weird. We don't know what's happening. So we were scared. My wife was with me, and that's what really, really, I was scared of, that she was with me. And if I was going to go through an experience, she was going to go through it with me, because I knew people there that has been on different types of things with me. So they say in the intercom, okay, we got to go back to Fort Walton International Airport to try to land. If we can't land, we got to go to Panama City and land over there. So we get on the plane. Everybody's nervous. Everybody's scared. This never happened before. The pilots, the people that bring you the food, they're like, this never happened before. We're out of food. We're out of water. We're out of everything. But Delta, they made a good decision by not landing. The fogness, not even 300 feet, you could not see the runway. So the pilots did a good decision not to land on the runway. So I'm going to show you this last clip, but hey, it's been tough. It's been tough these past 3 weeks. And, you know, behind the scenes, we do go through a lot. We do go through a lot of different things that we can't talk until now to the public. But let me show you the last video. I love you guys, of the plane landing and everybody celebrating and so happy that we made it home. It was a beautiful experience. Everybody was crying, happy, and we made it back, you know. And this never made it mainstream until now. Delta, you guys got good pilots. Thank you for your service. JP out.